important to any society because we have to understand that education forms the silver bullet. Education is able to uplift individuals, able to uplift communities, and gives people a sense of meaning and direction. Because education becomes like the avenue for other opportunities and possibilities for individuals and society in general. Here we can see individuals who are committed to certain passions. Here we'll be able to find ideas that are worth sharing, worth finding, worth discovering. And here is where we find a sense of dialogue, if you will. Because if we have a society, a civic society that is aware, capable of proper dialogue and debate, that's where we can see that society is progressing to an ideal worth living for. And that's because of education.
For me, quality education is about how much the student utilize what he or she has learned. Because it is not about how much a person can learn, but it is more on how the person utilize what he learned or she learned in the classroom. And then it's not about the institution, it's not about what type of teacher, but again, it's all about the learning that is being utilized by the student or the learner.
Ano mo gusto pag dako? Anong gusto mo ka teacher?
Matutuwa na ako.
For one we have to understand that the situation here in the Philippines is education is a right for all, but there's been discussions about this education becoming more of a privilege here, and that's true. We have to understand that education needs to be improved by a lot of parties. It has to be improved by the government, it has to be improved by families, it has to be improved by private institutions, and it has to be assisted, if possible, by the private sector. What I'm trying to say is that education, that our government can do only so much with this kind of responsibilities and capabilities. Yes, they have the responsibility to provide quality education, but knowing the problems that we're undermanned in our faculties, where have school buildings that are lacking facilities, the class outnumbers the teacher. In that concern, that's where I think you have to understand that private institutions have to pitch in, have to find ways to assist that. It's either through supplementary learning, alternative classes, any way that we can provide quality education, even in a minute form, as long as it gives impact and meaning to students.
XU has this slogan, person for others and with others. X-Unite School can provide quality education for those quality education by giving free education to those people or children who are not able to acquire education because of the quality of life that they have. And then XU wants to really help those people who are in need of special education, because again, education will lift up the kind of life a person has.
Quality education for me is something that's holistic in the approach, yet very specific in the objectives. When trying to achieve an objective, you have to plot out what you need to do. You have to plot out what needs to be done. And in that sense, that's where the holistic formation comes to be. For example, if your vision and mission is to form men and women of others, so you have to think of a way on how to form men and women of others. You can either have immersions in the sense that they're opening society, education opens that to society, that you're not limiting knowledge and learning just to the four walls of the classroom, but rather engaging and immersing one in the environment they wish to do so.